Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy, huge Star Trek fan, huge critic of Discovery. Now keep in mind, the new Picard series looks not nearly as bad as Discovery does, in my opinion, but if you're a huge fan of Discovery, I am very, very harsh when it comes to Discovery with my criticism of the writing in particular, with the direction of the show, with the focus of the show being so visual effects heavy and not smart. It's not cerebral. So when I see something, when I see the articles about Discovery, I always have to talk about them. Star Trek boss Alex Kurtzman, you guys know Alex Kurtzman. He says "and" after every word, and he doesn't quite get what the Picard what Picard is about. I don't think. I've made countless videos about interviews of Alex Kurtzman. I don't know. I just don't know what to make of him. I just don't think he gets it. I don't think he gets it. But, maybe some other people behind the scenes do. Maybe they're going to fix some of it. Let's see what this article has to say. But according to the title, they're going to shake up Canon hugely. That doesn't even sound like it's proper English, does it? Shake up Canon hugely. Ooh, all right. Let's get into what he has to say. After the second series of Star Trek Discovery was launched into streaming services at the beginning of the year, Star Trek fans have been scouring space on a mission to find more information about the upcoming third season. Oh, people like me. I was making videos back in February when I was saying, where is it? Is it canceled? What's going on? And of course, your typical Discovery, I think they're... I don't know if they are out there hiring a public relations marketing firm or if they have like one person doing it and a lot of the Discovery fans are not, I don't know. They're not, how do I put this nicely? Star Trek fans used to have a certain savviness about them, a certain intellect. And when I make a video that says canceled, just as Star Trek Discovery canceled, what's going on, based on something I see on Twitter, and I question it. Yeah, that's a question. That's not anywhere saying it was canceled. That's questioning. So this is why I think that maybe Discovery is like just not quite up to snuff as Star Trek. Maybe it's not up to the quality of the brand that it used to have. Maybe it's attracting a new fan base, which is perfectly fine. Just don't piss off the old fan base by watering down your content. Don't make the message so nonsensical. Don't make the stories so nonsensical and incoherent. While we've already launched some of the answers to what the season will be all about here, more details on the plot of the new series has just touched down. I'm gonna cover what's released too in this video, so stay tuned on that. Discovery co-creator Alex Kurtzman has just transmitted some new intelligence about the next season at San Diego Comic-Con. Oh Lord, yeah, so we can get more of these great cringe lines like this.
I like science.
Yeah, we're gonna get more I like science. We're gonna get I like science. I like science. We're getting more Spock as Sheldon. We already know. We already know what we're getting in the short treks. What can you possibly be fixing for season 3, Alex Kurtzman? Let's find out. There he is. I don't think he's malicious. I don't think he's doing it I don't think he's doing it thinking, how can we piss off Star Trek fans? I don't think he does that. I just don't think he understands. He's a Star Wars fan, which is great. I'm a Star Wars fan too. I know the difference between the two franchises, though. One is more kind of a fantasy adventure in space, and the other one is this sort of, you can have courtroom drama. You can have the heavy intellectual stuff. You can have the very cerebral moments in Star Trek, and your audience will either get it or not. But don't insult us. with stuff like this.
I like science.
Please, please, don't insult us with the I like sciences. And that's the power of math. Yay! No, 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 no. Please don't. Discussing the plot, Kurtzman says, obviously we made a pretty radical jump to the future at the end of season 2. We're going almost 1,000 years in the future in season 3, which is crazy. Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird because you're not even going to have a Federation then. However, he clarified that although there will be changes, the series will still stay true to its roots. That's a bad thing. The roots are only about making Michael Burnham the bestest thing ever, the whole galaxy revolving around her, and a bunch of references to Star Trek, like we're the Big Bang Theory fans. You know, and granted, don't get me wrong, I watched pretty much every episode up to a point. It's not Star Trek, though. It's a generalization of geek culture that really is not all that accurate at times. Really, it's hard to clarify into one little short video. But using Sheldon Cooper as an example from Big Bang Theory as how to make Spock, that's just not a good idea. That's not a good idea. It's really not. So when they say it's going to be more of the same, that's what I'm worried about. That's really what I'm worried about. It'll stay true to its roots, more of the same. Every conversation about how we create Star Trek is filtered through Gene Roddenberry's essential vision of optimism. Oh, Alex Kurtzman, I saw season 1 and 2. They're not very optimistic. You have a weird idea of what optimism is with, you know, the Klingons and the, oh, let's see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Is it on my, I think I have my image just on my soundboard here. Yeah, this is a really optimistic future, you know, with the torture and the forced whatever this was against this human that she's doing here. And yeah, those are tribbles. Those tribbles are there for censorship purposes. They are there just to censor what they actually showed on Star Trek. There's full on gore, there's full on nudity, there's full on swearing, there's full on drug use. There's dead baby heads in Discovery. That's not exactly Star Trek to me, and a lot of, like, the gore, not exactly Star Trek. It's not exactly the spirit of it either. So there will be a lot of huge changes in season 3. There will be things you recognize, there will be things you don't recognize. Part of the fun is that we get to honor canon, but shake it up hugely. Oh, Lord. And yeah, I've got a video about how they're bringing back Captain Pike and Spock again, and that's where I'm getting they really turned him into Sheldon. They really turned him into Sheldon. He was already cringe Sheldon, now he's just Sheldon. However, Kurtzman was keen to assure fans things wouldn't be too different, and that the show would definitely be recognizable to diehard Trekkies. Well, that'll be new. That'll actually be new, because as a diehard Trekkie, Discovery really was Star Trek in name only. It's a Star Trek is my keychain. It has a Delta on it, and that's it. And that's it. It's just a keychain. We're not erasing anything, so please don't worry about that. Oh, we're not. We're actually sad you're not. You need to erase the show from history, but it's all still what it was. But we do get to shake it up quite a bit. I think the fun of how we get to a place of preserving that essential optimism is by testing it. And each of these Trek shows does that in a different way. I know they're quoting him. Sometimes he's hard to read. I just want to assure you, first and foremost, that it's still Star Trek, and it will always be Star Trek the way Roddenberry wanted it. He said, "Phew. Well, can we make it that in the first place? Please, can we make it that in the first place?" He ended with revealing more details about the short tracks, one of which will be a prequel to the Picard series. Oh, Willie, this is news. One of them's going to be a prequel to the Picard series. He said some of the short tracks will involve Spock and Number 1 and Pike. There'll be 3 new stories. 2 of them are animated. So 3 new ones, and 2 are animated, and they won't be in the style of either of our new animated shows. They're actually quite different. The last one will be a Picard teaser. It'll give you the sense of some background that happened to Jean-Luc 15 years before he went into the series. So everything connects, and yet they're very fun standalone stories too. Yes, but we don't want Picard to be set in the same universe as Discovery, because Discovery canon jumped so much by having stuff like holograms and having view screen, just so much. They made it closer to the JJ movies. than they did Star Trek, in my opinion. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, that's this rant, I think. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't really know what they're going to do for that. Oh, yeah, we were going to look and see what they're doing with Season 3 here. Season 3 release date, cast, plot, trailer, everything you need to know. Here's the Season 3 release date. Season 1 premiered in September. Whether we'll get this batch of episodes in 2019 is currently up in the air. I'm guessing, my educated guess will be somewhere around January 2020 or December 2019, like we did last time. That's my guess, so they don't tell us anything new. Hey, here's where they're trying to be the Orville. That was cute. That was cute. Michelle's Paradise is on Season 2. So, I believe she's still going on through Season 3. Star Trek Discovery Season 3 cast. Who's in it? Well, Michelle Yeoh shouldn't be because she was left behind, wasn't she? Her and Ash Tyler, all of those people. So we got Michael Burnham, Sonequa Martin Green, Doug Jones, Anthony Rapp, Mary Weissman. Okay, that was that new security chick. Rachel, I cannot pronounce her last name. Wilson Cruz is back. Nilsson, I don't know who Nilsson is. It's Sarah Mitch. Let's see, General Reese. I don't know who that is. This is a new person. Kayla Detmer, we know her. She's Lisa Left Eye. This girl is the one with the mohawk on the bridge. I cannot pronounce her name. I apologize. Ronnie Rowe. These are new people. Jet Reno's coming back. Well, whoopty shit. And Giorgio as Michelle. Okay, was she not on the ship, or am I remembering that wrong? I thought, well, maybe she was on there. Maybe she was on there with them. I could have sworn, correct me if I'm wrong, was she not on the ship with Ash and the Klingon chick, and they were watching them leave, going off into space, which they wouldn't have, or into the future, which they wouldn't have needed to do because they destroyed Control, and that's all they needed to do, and that's why they were going in the future. So, no, correct me if I'm wrong there. Season 3 plot, what can we expect? Well, it's going to be in the future. Oh, Lord. And, oh, God, they're doing an Untold Chapter Spock. We don't care. This might be another video in itself, but, here's the thing with Discovery. No matter what they do, which I think they should have, they should have started 100 years or 1,000 years into the future. Starting 10 years before Kirk and Spock was just a cheap way to bring in that little lifeline, that phone a friend of, oh crap, people don't like Discovery. What can we give them? Oh, I'm showing the Enterprise at the end of Season 1. All right, okay. Oh crap, what can we do in Season 2? Oh, give them Spock. That's what it really feels like to me. That, like, it's the phone a friend, like it's the lifeline, right? And it's great if you like the show. I'm not gonna fault anyone for liking it. I like a lot of things too. The problem I have though is it's not Star Trek. It doesn't have the spirit of Star Trek. It's got Star Trek on the outside, but not the heart, not the soul, not anything else. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and
I like science.
I like science, apparently. I'll see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!